Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your February 2020 reading. This is for your general monthly and love life reading for singles and couples. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I've got a lot of things going on and I'm still trying to set up a place where you guys can book readings. So I am opening up my calendar. And I'll be opening it up to you very soon, hopefully by the end of the week. And when that happens, I will link it in the description box below for those of you interested in booking a personal reading. So thank you guys once again. Okay, woman holding a heart and the thinking man. So some of you may be thinking about a particular connection. This is like the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I feel as though someone may have offered their heart to someone else and they are just in thought about whether or not they should receive it. They should accept it. They should open up to it. As I was saying, thank you guys so much for all the love and support, for, those of you that have sent me gifts, donations, and the like. I appreciate you guys so much. I do have a lot of big things coming to this channel. I know that I've been, hit and miss on here because I've got a lot of things going on. That was the walk away card for someone. But it's all coming, it's all coming to fruition very quickly. And so, yeah, I'm setting up a site for you to book a personal reading. I am also in the works of setting up a Patreon that will bring you guys lots more videos. So just to inform you, if you do choose to book a personal reading, I will only be opening up a few spots per week, per month, depending on my schedule. So let's get started. February 2020 for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising signs. This is going to be your general overall messages, your general energy for the month, and then I will pull some Romance Angel Oracle messages for the singles and couples. Door to Spirit, some of you are connecting on a spiritual level. Some of you are trying to go within, connect with your higher self. Meditation works wonders. Others of you may have joined some sort of community. If you're going to a community group, maybe a women's group, if you're taking spiritual classes, things of that sort, where you commingle and interact with people of the same mind, spiritual mind mentality. Yeah, I got stuck in my words. I felt like something big was coming, and sure enough, the storm warning was peeking out. So some of you may be feeling as though it's like that feeling of impending doom, anticipation of something going wrong. I don't know what's going on with you, Gemini. Whatever you may be feeling, that's not going to work out. You're fueling it more towards that energy. So take a step back and really analyze if what you are feeling in terms of the storm warning, if it is, something that you've conjured up out of fear-based thought, or if this is, something that it can in fact come into fruition, in which case, stop thinking about it and stop acting on it. So let's see. Blossoming abundance, Gemini. That's awesome. Okay, too many cards. Angel of strength, door to personal healing and happiness, and financial constraints. So some of you are having financial constraints. So this blossoming abundance comes at the right time for you. Oh, yes. Look at that. Beautiful energy. Happy family. And oh my God, Gemini, you are just the second reading that I have done so far, because I just did Virgos, but oh, and look at that, the garden and the gate at the bottom. So excuse my raspy voice. I'm fine. Blossoming abundance, happy family, and cornucopia. So whatever you have been trying to manifest, co-create in a partnership, in a family, in business, everything has gone through many steps. And I feel like I had to take a deep breath. I feel that you're on the right track to get to this cornucopia. And if it's a family situation, it's happening, it's coming together for you. There's a lot that's transitioning here, that's changing, that's growing, blossoming abundance. It is absolutely wonderful and amazing for my Gemini friends. Let's clarify. Let's see what's to come in the month of February 2020. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Too many cards. I will show them to you. The Judgment card, 8 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords. Some of you may have been trying to change your mentality, your thought process. I feel that you've been a little too judgmental about money, about how people spend the money, about whether or not you are spending your money in the appropriate way, or maybe someone else has been pretty judgmental about the way you spend your money, or actually, I don't see you spending money. I see you like hoarding money and just thinking, you know, sock it away for a rainy day. And it's like, what's the point? You're still, it's like you're still living with that poverty mentality. Okay, so let's keep it going. The Emperor. See, there you go. Some of you may be getting a promotion. Some of you may become the Emperor. In other words, you will move up the ladder to a supervisory lead promotion where, you know, especially those of you that are trying to start your own business or start, you know, some new creative endeavor, it will be very fruitful. Remember though, we do have Mercury retrograde this month. So, you know, anything that you need to do to accomplish this, try and do it beforehand, because man, oh man, don't sign on the dotted line when it comes to that 3 of Swords flipped out and the Devil. So what I just heard is somebody here who may be signing a contract, maybe thinking of starting something in the public eye. Just be careful. Your skeletons in the closet may come out. I just had to say that. So you know who you are and what this is regarding when I said that. Does not apply to everyone. Page of Wands in reverse. The Sun card. Hello. It's all that really matters, right? And there's that 3 of Swords that wanted to come out again. So I feel that after much despair and heartache, and I am going to take this one. I feel like after, look at that Page of Pentacles, there is an offer coming in. Even though the news isn't what you expected it to, the offer is still absolutely coming in. I feel some of you were probably expecting a different title or position when it comes to the work environment. However, don't get stuck on titles, on positions, on, you know, who's got the higher title than the other, and you know, things like that. It's like you're turning it into a competition, because in the end you're still going to get your money, you're still going to get your compensation. And if you focus on what you're considering to be bad news or poor news, it's like the communication comes in swiftly, and then it's like something minor that you're unhappy about, and yet there's so much to be happy for. So don't focus on the little things, okay? I feel that, you know, and sorry to like reference The Office, right? When Dwight is assistant to the regional manager, right? It's like that type of thing where like you're not happy about a little tiny change in title, or you know, rather than being the assistant manager, you're like the lead cashier. And I know that sounds, you know, kind of basic, because you know, I know that it goes on so many levels. Like I'm talking entry level, but you can be at a corporate level, and you know, you're just not happy with whatever title they give you. However, it's like, why are you mad about it? The money's still there. You are getting an offer. You're focusing on something very small and minute. And ultimately, you're really in a good position. You're in a position to create, to manifest, to be more creative. I feel that had you gotten the title that you were anticipating or that you wanted, you'd have more restrictions. Whereas right now you still have a little bit more flexibility. And so that allows you to create something bigger, something better. There is a better view of the future, but you're not seeing it over something small and minor. And I'm feeling called to look at this cute little new deck, Angel Whispers. I'm feeling called to pull a message from your spirit guides, because I feel like no matter what I say or how I say it, you need a little bit more reassurance, or I just feel like you need an adjoining message with that. Spirit guides and guardian angels of Gemini. One message for Gemini, please. You are a being of the universe. Feel the connection. You are never alone. So it's like, I feel like you're almost doubting everything. Like, why did it work out this way? It shouldn't have. I should already be at whatever step. Or why am I not getting paid what I'm worth? Why am I, I feel like you're looking at it through the ego side. So don't just think about it, do it. If you are upset about something, do something about it. However, I really feel that this is like the best opportunity for you. See, simplify your life and the answer you seek will appear. Like I said, you'll have more flexibility with this if your main concern is not having the exact title that gives you that, sort of credit, that pat on the back. Who are you kidding? You're still doing an amazing job. You're still earning your keep. You're still, making money here. So you don't have a title. BFD, right? But I feel that you'll be recognized by all the right people. And that title and further compensation, more than you can imagine, I'm hearing by the end of the year, you'll see more. You'll see a change, a difference in manifestation. So, Gemini, I hope that clears up any doubts you may have had or frustrations at work. Let's move on to your love life for singles and couples. I'll pull a card for the singles and another one for the couples. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let me have a card for Gemini singles. What's going on with Gemini singles? Whoop. Your soulmate. Hello. Yes, this is your soulmate. If this is someone that you have been thinking about, someone that you have just met, someone that you just started dating, or that you're at the beginning stages of interacting, but we'll clarify this, okay? Gemini couples. This can also mean that your soulmate is about to step in or step up, one of the two. Gemini couples, you're healing family issues. So we'll expand on that in just a moment. So here we go with the soulmate card for my Gemini singles. Yes, this is your soulmate. Person comes in and wows you, makes you feel comfortable. You feel connected with them. And then you're stuck in your head about it. Like, are they really my soulmate? Well, hello, there's your confirmation. Yes, this is your soulmate. You have this inner knowing about them that you just feel like, yes, you're meant to be with this person. But there's something that's blocking, that keeps you in stagnation, that hasn't moved forward. So, okay. There is some sort of block here when it comes to, it's like thinking and overthinking the issue of maybe starting a family, sex. I feel like, how can I explain this? you're both on two different levels when it comes to expanding on that. Someone here really wants to start a family. And I feel as though there's someone here who's trying to almost find a reason why not to start a family. I also feel as though there's a blockage here that's like stagnant, no growth. You're thinking and overthinking, how can we make this grow? This is a really funky energy. It's the official person. If somebody has some sort of legal issues or at work perhaps, I feel like that's what's delaying this connection, this new beginning, this growth. Okay, what is Gemini stuck in their head about? And remember, the energies can go both ways. This is a general reading, so it can be you or your cross watcher, but someone is stuck in their head. Someone is stuck in their head about whether or not they can move, and that is a number 8 too. So just when you feel like you've made some sort of progress, it's like, it feels like it's a long road. It's like you've been able to go down quite a few steps, but then you're no closer to that beautiful new beginning. And it's like I feel as though like you've gone back and forth, and each time you've gone back and forth, it's like you're still in the same place. There hasn't been any growth. It's like someone is in suspension, you know, or someone's been been kept in suspended in air, unable to grow, to move forward, you know. Some of you may get a message. If you're going back and forth, like you're flip-flopping, or this person is, you know, coming and going, they can't commit, but the two of you know that you're connected in this way where you feel like you're soulmates, you're meant for each other. I feel if they are the Aquarius, Libra, Gemini male, or you are, and then maybe you're dealing with a water sign or an Aries. It doesn't matter, but I do feel as though someone's thinking way too much about how this is going to happen, how this is going to manifest, whether or not this is something that the two of you can grow on. And, you know, you may receive some sort of message of concern that maybe the person that you think you've been with isn't the right person. Maybe they're a false person. Either that, or you get a message of concern from someone who is a false person. Like they come across as though they're very concerned about your relationship, that maybe this person isn't all that they seem to be, and they try to come across as though, they try to come across as though they're, you know, they're concerned about you. Don't get swept. Look at that. Don't get swept away by this guy. He's been going back and forth with me too, or whatever. But I just heard, don't listen to this person. They are a false person. There is no concern there. Their only concern is that you're their block. You're their block. That's why there's stagnancy. That's why there's no growth. Because maybe this person is going back and forth. Like this is a karmic partnership, and they can't, you know, undo, or they can't, they're not even facing each other. He's still standing still. So if you're a Gemini female, you're still standing still. Because you're like, how can we move forward? Look at the Empress and the main female. Let's move forward. But the minute that they come up with some sort of explanation as to why you're not moving forward, the Queen of Cups, emotional energy, but she's looking down, almost in, you know, emotional disappointment. Like, hello, we've been there, done that. Is there a third party? Is there someone else? I just feel there's a lot of shady energy with this other person. Maybe they're taking them for their money. Or they've gone in they've got some sort of financial woes together, like if they're going through a divorce and they're trying to leave them penniless, and so they can't focus on you because they're so busy trying to get through this messy divorce or messy separation or custodial or child support, whatever issue. And so then they take off for a bit, then they come back and try to like work things out with you again, but it's still like, just when they feel good enough to come back in, they're still no better than when they left off. So I feel like Gemini singles, there's a lot of gaps in this energy, in this growth, or lack of. Whispers of Love Oracle. What is the overall love message for Gemini singles? Turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So if you feel as though you have experienced love here, however, you've been in limbo, it's time for you to reflect a time where you loved yourself the most. I know this isn't what the cards are saying, but as someone who I feel you should be more deserving of, why would you support or go along with someone who keeps coming in and out of your life? If that, you know, if that makes sense to you. Like, you've saved space for them to come in and out of your life, so they know they can continue doing this. So they know that the minute times get tough and they're dealing with all this other drama, they'll come back when they feel a little more balanced. But then they're going to do it all over again. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. So maybe you do need to get away, take a trip by yourself, meditate, contemplate, and, you know, come to terms with, maybe it's time I let this go. You know, we're not meant to be with all our soulmates. We do have more than one soul person that comes into our family, into our life. And if this is the person that you want to be with, then, you know, there's a way to set up healthy boundaries and say, no, you cannot come back until you're ready to really move this forward, until you're really ready to make me that empress, to stop making excuses for why we have not grown, why we haven't advanced. I'm not going to stay in hangman position with you. This is why they have you stuck in your head, because every time they come back in, well, how much longer until they leave again? And I feel like there's a period of like popping in for 3 months, taking off for 3 months, popping in for 3 months. Like, it's weird, like this weird cycle. And so you feel like there's too many gaps in this relationship. So at some point you need to put your foot down and finally decide once and for all. Release them to finally deal and close out that chapter so that they can come back to you ready for a soulmate relationship. And you cannot have any fear-based thoughts thinking, what if they don't come back? Well, then get out of your head. You know what comes out of it. You've already been there, done that with this. So your son is watched over and protected as he explores the world. So some of you may have a child with this person. It's like wanting to fix things with baby daddy and then it doesn't work out. Or maybe, you know, maybe they want a son. Affirmations to lift your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire. Use positive affirmations. Yeah, you've got to, you know, be the best you for you. You can't anchor a person down. They've got to want to be there, and they've got to work through all the hard times to get to all the good times with you. Okay, my Gemini singles. So let's move on to Gemini couples. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's only parents right? I take this card into consideration that perhaps you are the parents. Perhaps they're, you're going through a separation or divorce. There's issues in a relationship. It could be siblings. Perhaps your partner is dealing with, parent issues, vice versa. It could be parents and child, where you may be the parent and maybe there's a disconnect between you and your children that needs to be healed. I'm also hearing that some of you need to forgive your parents for not giving you the life or loving you the way you felt was ideal for you. I feel the need to say they didn't know any better. Okay, so you really need to forgive them for that. And the sooner that you can forgive them and heal from it and move on, the more abundance that can come into your life, the more you clear away these blocks. Okay, Knight of Wands. Yeah, I'm hearing it's like you're a tortured soul. The Devil, the Chariot. That's two majors. Nine of Cups. You have wish fulfillment, but it's like you're stuck in your head about these things, and it's like you feel you're not deserving of a balanced home life, a happy family, a beautiful partnership. Look at that. The Empress came out in reverse with the Star card. Three of Swords, Seven of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I definitely feel that there hasn't been much growth in whatever relationship or partnership that you've had. I'm not saying that it's completely stagnant, because I do see that you're starting to find your way towards healing and finding your balance, but there's still a lot of heartache that you're holding on to that makes you very defensive. But it's weird, because I feel like you don't come off as defensive. You come off as, I'm too tired to fight, but I'm just going to keep working as if everything is okay. And so these issues that you're still healing from, it comes and goes in waves. You have good days and bad days. You have good months and bad months. And I'm literally hearing tortured soul. If your parents were cruel, I feel that the way you describe yourself is like a tortured soul. And maybe you've never said that to anybody, but I feel that you've said that in your dialogue, your internal dialogue. That's the conversation you've had with yourself. And just when you think you're moving away from it and healing it and making a life for yourself, you backtrack. Something goes wrong and you go back to it. This painful energy from your childhood, from your family life, it's what has caused the self-doubt, the negative self-talk, the inability to see yourself beyond the hurt child. I definitely feel like you need to heal your inner child, because that the minute that something doesn't go as planned, that negative self-talk comes in, because it's that hurt, painful childhood memory. That little version of you is what brings you back to that. And it's almost as though I'm not suggesting like any type of bipolar or anything like that, but it's almost as though as yourself right now is battling your inner child that is absolutely pained. And it's this vicious cycle I'm seeing. Yeah, see? The Tower. It's all going to have to come down. Speak truth to yourself. Forgive your parents, your family. Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Strong Aquarius. And the Sun card is happiness is here for you. The minute that you let go of this tortured soul energy, you're keeping yourself in that energy. It's like you feel as though you don't know how to get out of it. Spirit guides and guardian angels of Gemini couples. Angel whispers. Help Gemini heal their inner child, this tortured soul. Some of you may have or may need a service pet, right? To release anxiety, to assist in healing. Your animals and spirit are safe and well and showering you with their love. Look at both sides of the situation. You do not have to agree, but at least be understanding. And that is where that forgiveness comes in. Yeah, you know, you didn't have the ideal childhood or home life, or maybe you have not been able to create that for your family. But take a look at both sides of the situation. You do not have to agree with the way things were or the way things have been, but at least be understanding of it so that it all makes sense, or some sort of sense, so that you then know what steps to take to move on and move forward. Believe in your own inner power. You have what it takes to achieve your goals. So you know that you can have this beautiful, loving home environment, couples, relationship, so much healing that can take place here. But you know, when you look at both sides of the situation with how you were raised, the childhood, or, you know, the resources or lack of resources that you had, whatever your situation, and see, and there's my dryer, but that was the buzzer to be like, hey, when I said resources and lack of resources, not everything is about money, but I feel that that's like your scarcity mentality is maybe having you hold on to things like that you don't need to hold on to, because that is just the materialistic side. And I'm not calling you materialistic. I just mean that's just the physical element part. But you really need to get to the deep inner healing of your inner child. Whether it was issues with your mom or you as a mom, or, you know, this was like an unbalanced mother figure. Or if you are the Gemini mom who has felt like you haven't been able to get your shit together to be in a, you know, safe enough space for your children, and then like it's like you're almost feeling as though you've ruined your children or you're ruining them. And I feel like you want to give them so much, but the best financially and materialistically, like the earthly matters, right? The tangible, but the best thing you can do is heal yourself so they can see, hear, feel, think, know, and appreciate your healed self, your loving energy. There's so much happiness and abundance that's waiting for you. And to close out this reading, Whispers of Love Oracle. Gemini couples, Whispers of Love Oracle. What is their overall message for February 2020? Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So have patience with yourself. Do the internal work, the healing work. Clear yourself of anything that bogs you down, anything that you have felt that has contributed to this tortured soul mentality, this imbalance within your emotional side as a mother, or whatever issues you may have had with an imbalanced mother figure, someone who was more harsh and painful and manipulative instead of being nurturing and encouraging and loving. And so what you then need to do is give that nurture and encouragement and loving and healing to yourself. Okay, Gemini, that is your reading for February 2020. I know that I have been a little bit absent on my channel. I am trying to catch up with messages. I will be opening up my calendar. Please like, share, comment, or subscribe, and I will try to get back to you guys on the comment section as soon as I open up my calendar and have a link for you guys. It will be in the description box below. Also, because I have not been able to do mid-months reading for you, I will be doing a bonus love reading for all the signs for Valentine's Day. Okay, so I hope this finds you well. I hope you've had a wonderful start to 2020, and I wish you lots of luck, sending you lots of love and healing vibes, and just really be your best you. Don't let issues from the past hold you back. So double tap that bell to subscribe for when that Valentine's Day bonus reading comes out. Sending you lots of love. Take care. Have a wonderful February. Bye, Gemini.